D-Lo for boxing. All right, y'all. So Jose Ramirez was able to beat Jose Pedraza by unanimous decision last night over on the ESPN Plus card. Full disclosure, that's a fight in which I picked Jose Ramirez to win by 8th round stoppage, I think it was. And it wasn't to be. Jose Pedraza came to fight. The fight was a back and forth, rough and tumble affair. And Ramirez deserves all the credit in the world for bouncing back the way he did after coming off of that loss versus Josh Taylor, where he was dropped. I think he was dropped twice in that fight. And he also had his struggles on the scale, making weight. And for him to come back the way he did, I had to take my hat off to him and give him credit. Now, don't get me wrong, me picking him by stoppage, it was tough because I kind of looked at like these guys aren't getting stoppages coming off layoffs, but his was not terribly long, maybe about 9 months or so. So I kind of felt like maybe, he'd do okay. But, all in all, he's been out of the ring the same amount of time Josh Taylor had. But even, a little bit longer because their fights like a week apart. So, really I went against my own logic and picked him by stoppage. I think it was, to be honest, it was kind of just a knock on Jose Pedraza having been stopped. And I felt like, Ramirez would be in a position to set him up with something and eventually hurt him and not let up and get him on out of there. But, but I also will say I also had my reservations, and I made it, and I talked about it in my last live stream. I kind of was on the fence about whether or not I felt like Jose Pedraza was going to win. So, to be honest, it was a fight in which I personally was torn between who I felt was going to win the fight. But I felt like if Ramirez won the fight, he was going to win the fight by stoppage. And I was wrong, But I enjoyed a good back and forth affair. I'm hearing a lot of people come out to criticizing Jose Ramirez, talking about how bad his defense was and this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, do y'all not realize who he was fighting? That's Jose Pedraza. He was fighting a guy who goes by the nickname the Sniper. They don't call him that because they think it's a cute nickname. They call the guy the Sniper because, he's a precise puncher. He picks his shots well. He lands them, and a lot of times with authority. And the guy was on he pretty much, coming off a nice win streak. Offensively, Pedraza he's never been a guy who struggled offensively. Pedraza usually gets his stuff, gets in rhythm, gets his shot going, he lands his shots. Or maybe even against Lomachenko. Pedraza had Lomachenko all marked up after that fight. Hold on just a second. Let me grab this. All right, man. Thank you. Have a good one, man. So, so for me, I look at it like, got my little coffee here. So I look at it like, I got to give Pedraza his credit. I'm not going to criticize Jose Ramirez. And like I said, I picked Ramirez by stoppage. So if anything, I should want to criticize him and say, hey, man, I picked you by stoppage. You didn't get stoppage. But in reality, I think, honestly, it was just a bad pick. I should have picked him by stoppage. And I should have expected it to be a, majority decision, split decision type fight. And, all told, I enjoyed the fight as it played out. I didn't think it was a one-sided affair. I liked that it had ebb and flow. It was a give and take. Both guys, giving as good as they were taking. And at the end of the day, there was a little bit of suspense after the final bell as to who was going to get the hand raised. Although I saw it for Ramirez. But I could understand that some of the rounds were close. Then that Pedraza, he hung in there close enough to where it might end up being a split or majority decision, or maybe it would go the other way, just because of the lack of confidence I have in judges for a large part of it. But great fight, and on to the bigger and better things for Jose Ramirez. He says he's gonna remain at 140, and I don't know what's next for Pedraza, but I like Pedraza in there with anybody. Pedraza's a tough out. So, that's all I got to say on it. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh yeah. Let me show y'all this. What I got myself for. I got this a while back for when I get 1,000 subs. And I want to say I appreciate y'all for helping me get to that 1,000 subs, each and every one of you. And you know, glad to have you in the fold. And I'm glad you guys take your time out of your day to watch my videos. Like I said, this is something I got myself probably when I was around 700 subs. And so it's been over a year ago now. Probably, I don't even know, but however long it was, and it took longer than I expected to get to that 1,000. So by the time I got to 1,000, I forgot I actually had this. I was looking for something else and stumbled across this, and I was like, oh man, put that on today. Yeah, so I was gonna put it on and let y'all, you know, see it. You know, I'm gonna hear spitting everywhere. Sorry about it, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? They got my channel logo on it and everything, and you know what I'm saying? I like it. It's pretty cool. That's all I got on it though. D-Lo 404 Boxing. And once again, I appreciate y'all for coming through, checking out the video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.